Gentlemen, we are on live now. Welcome.
Okay.
Welcome to
Thank you.
another golf show, another episode of Golf Show. Today, I have got two distinguished
Thank you.
guests and two big guns of Asian professional golf. And also, of course, best two players of PGTI, Indian golf. First, I like to introduce with Mr. Rashid Khan. He is from India and a PGTI player, plays in Asian Tour also. Welcome, Rashid Khan.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, next we have Mr. Udayan Mane. He is number one in PGTI ranking now, Indian golf number one, and also he plays in Asian Tour, Asian Development Tour, everywhere. So let's start today with Mr. Udayan Mane first. Udayan Mane, I saw you in number of PGTI tournaments. You have won three consecutive tournaments before few days, and yet you just finished in a tie, last one, fourth one. So whenever you are in the field, other players of PGTI, they are just afraid of your game nowadays. Why you are not leaving anyone? So why so much of task in PGTI? And I know you play also Asian Tour and Asian. So when we'll see that with the trophy in Asian Tour?
So there are a couple of things to that. Number one is that on the peak, I just started hitting my peak just when Asian Tour events ended and PGTI started. I have a good understanding of my own golf game and my own golf swing. Unfortunately, Asian Tour events didn't happen that time. So the timing wise, it didn't match. And also, my mindset for Asian Tour events has changed. Before it used to be about, oh, how am I going to play against, say, Jazz, or how am I going to play against, say, Terry Pilgadaris, or how am I going to play against Anirban, or how am I going to play against Rashid, all these guys. So that has changed in the sense that the golf course remains the same. Whether I'm playing an Asian Tour tournament in KGA or a PGTI event in KGA, the golf course remains the same. So
Correct.
that has changed my mindset a lot more, and that's why I've been performing a lot better in golf in tournaments in general. And I mean that's the main reason. And the second reason is I've been able to understand my swing a lot better. I know my tendencies a lot better. I know how to manage my game a lot better. Rashid even gave me a putting lesson in Malaysia, and I was able to understand a lot more about my putting and the way my hands fit on the grip or the way the stroke comes out. So I was able to understand a lot more. So my knowledge has increased about my own game and how I react to certain tournaments or situations, and I'm
Okay.
able to act accordingly. That's why.
Okay. Okay, stand by. Thank you very much for your good points, sir. I'm also confident that your recent form will go high and high. Okay, let me bring now Mr. Rashid Khan. Rashid Khan, you are very popular in Bangladesh. I found a lot of, just started a lot of audience comment also. So I saw that I know your record. You own two Asian Tour and also 11 PGTI. So after that, when you can cross the barrier of Asian Tour to European Tour or to PGA, because why I ask this question to you, because I saw you in 2010, you started your professional career. Can you tell something when you're going to
Right.
European Tour? Okay.
Yeah, I can. I think the biggest reason was where I didn't went on European tour or a PGA tour was, you need some support also on golf. You can't just go there and survive playing those conditions. The golf course will be new, and staying wise also you have to be. Suppose if you're playing on European tour only, you have to stay there for like couple of months also, I'd say. And on PGTI you have to, or on Asian tour and PGA tour will be totally different. So I think somewhere I didn't get that much support where I should have gone more ahead. But right now I think the more important is playing on Asian tour also. Like I won two tournaments in 2014, and after that I was coming close to the win, but not finishing it well. And in the middle I played like the game was off for 2 or 3 years almost, I'll say, where I lost my card also on Asian Tour last year. So it was kind of a different for me when you're winning the tournament and all of a sudden you start missing the cuts. And even if you make the cut, I was just finishing maybe outside 30th or 40th. So with that game and that mentality won't give you that much confidence to go ahead with the game. So I think that was the point, and I realize everyone has to go through all that. Sometimes even if you try giving 200%, it doesn't help. So last year I had no status on Asian Tour or any other tour except PGTI, and I took a full advantage of that. I was like, okay, let's just take the year off. Let's not go for a Asian Tour Q school also. Just stay there, play the PGTI where I started playing when I first went for professional. So I decided that, and then all of a sudden, when the things started changing, I played 3 tournaments in 2018, and I won one. So that confidence was coming back, and that's where it's just a click when okay, your game is coming back. I think you should play more tournaments, and that what then said the golf course remained the same, and I have played those golf courses for many times, and that's where I started realizing, okay, I have played the golf course before. So I think right now it's the same thing. I mean, I have to perform well. I have to think like big. It doesn't matter I'm playing a Asian Tour or a PGTI. I have to be there and keep pushing myself to win a tournament. And I came close last
Okay,
year, and that's how it started. I mean, right now I
okay,
am playing a really good golf, and I'm really happy with that. I mean, I'm in
okay.
that
I
game.
wish. Yes, of course. Yeah, both of you are in tremendous form, I must say. Presently, both of you are in tremendous form, and definitely you are going to break those barriers and go to Asian Tour, European Tour, PGA one day. So again, I come back to Mr. Udayan Mane. Mr. Udayan Mane, I saw that you have been doing, as you said, your form is back. You understand better. Your statistics also say so that your driving distance average has increased 296, around 70% accuracy rate. It's quite amazing. 70% accuracy rate in your driving. From here, I found your name in Olympic squad also, and you have seeded all other in India, even to some PGA like Jagan Bullard or Anirban or Shubhankar Sharma, you are there, Rashid Khan is there, Chika is there. So how it will be selected? Can you tell something about that Olympic squad of India to Japan?
Huh.
Yeah, the selection process is the top two Indians represent India in the Olympics. The cutoff date was supposed to be June 28th, 2020.
22nd.
But now it's been postponed by a year to June 21st, 2021. So the top two Indians come that date will represent India in the Olympics. And right now it's Rashid and I, but we still have a full year to go. And depending on when tournaments start, then we can start like plotting and placing and when do you want to peak and which tournaments you want to play well at and how to uh, you know uh,
Exactly.
tackle like events and how to perform and stuff like that. So I mean, all of us are out of tournament practice, but come June 21st, all of us will be tuned and our skills will be back. We'll be back to playing golf form. Right now, we're in practice form and just like hoping this pandemic ends as soon as possible. So most of our time is going in, just worrying about safety and our loved ones and stuff like that. Not so much about when's our next tournament and what's going to happen and all that.
Okay, okay, I'll come back. Stand by. Now, again, let me bring Mr. Rashid Khan. Mr. Rashid Khan, I saw your record also. You are also a very good hitter, around 288, 90, and also accuracy is very high. So your green regulation also looks very high in Asian Tour statistics. However, both of you are, I understood that both of you are the top professionals of India now. So how do you see next 1 year before that Olympic happens? How do you go from here after this COVID? Could you practice? Are you able to practice now? What is your future? When Asian Tour opens? When PGTI opens? All this.
Yeah, we've been just practicing right now, and I think uh, if I'll talk about having a tournament on PGTI, I think it's a little dicey. They might start in September or October, but there are tournaments on Asian Tour, which are I think starting from September, and when we have few Asian Tour tournaments in India. But the biggest task will be the same. I mean, you don't want to take risk at this time of the year when the Olympics is next year after 4 or 5 months, or I'll say 6. So you have to choose few tournaments and you have to let go of few. So the traveling will be a biggest task this year till the time we don't get vaccine. But otherwise, I think we all have time. I mean, like this year, the cutoff date was 26 second or 28, but it's has moved to next year now. So we have a lot of time, and that time is gonna help us only to improve our game, because in Olympic we just don't want to go there and represent the country. We want the country, to get a medal for the country. That's our dream, and we have got 1 year, and in that we can reduce all those other things which we were doing, like suppose all the mistakes, or if like suppose me, I want to work on my fitness, which I have been doing it at home only right now. The plan was to do it, maybe join a gym or something else, but right now I have to keep myself active at home
Okay.
and
Okay.
just
I
keep
got your point.
practicing.
Yeah, that's great. That's great, Rashid, talking to you. Let me read some comments for you and also for Udayan Mane. First, for you, somebody wanted to know who is the is. Let me bring the first Joy Sharma. I think Mr. JP.
Jay
He has
Sharma,
written, yeah,
JP.
Joy Sharma.
I'm
Yeah,
seeing his
yeah.
comments
My,
on you.
I mean, I must confess that he is the man, hard worker behind
He is,
PGTI.
he is. He
He is.
worked really
Okay, so
hard
he
on
says a
PGTI.
good combination of Olympic 2021. Okay, next is somebody called Sakib Hussain. Okay, Rashid, why you call an angry boy of Asian golf? Are you
Angry
really?
boy? No,
Yeah.
there's no chance I'm an angry boy on Asian tour. No,
Okay.
but I'll
Do
maybe
you lose your
someone would have
temper
called
in
me.
the course at times?
I used to. I'll say I used to. Maybe this was
Not
three,
now.
four
Yeah,
years
it is.
back.
Okay.
Not now. Maybe it
Okay.
depends on the situation. That's it.
Okay. What is your biggest season in terms of prize money? You some same guy wants to know.
I think I have never looked at the prize money, I'll say, but I was just looking at the trophies, and that is more important for me because
Okay.
I am
Next
a collector.
next
I
question is
like collecting the trophies.
for Rashid Khan, who is number one. Where are you based? Are you a Muslim?
I am
Are you a
what?
Muslim? Are you a Muslim?
I am a Muslim.
Okay. Okay. Then his next question: do
Who
you
is
say
number one?
namaz? No.
I do.
Yeah, you do. Okay. So
I
next
do.
question is: get to see both of you. And not next comment is nice to see you both you together. And next again, JP
Thank you
say,
so much, man.
okay. Now I bring Udayan because question is for
COVID
Udayan.
helped Udayan Mane
Stand
to
by,
lose
Mr.
weight.
Rashid. Okay. JP says Udayan he just lost weight.
Uh,
What's about that?
I know he's been
Oh,
working with Saurabh Badri.
yeah, I've been working out every day, and COVID has also helped me grow a nice French beard, if that helps.
Okay, next one comments on you is what is your height? Are you tallest guy in PGTI?
My height's 6 feet 4 inches, and no, I'm not the tallest. There are two taller people than me. One is Abhishek Jha, and the other one is Bir Alawat.
Yeah,
Veer Alawat. Correct.
yes,
Correct. Correct. Jha is
correct.
the tallest. He must be 6'6".
Okay, another comment for you for Hi Mane. Any win in ADT Asian Tour? Why not being number one of India when we can see in Europe or some places? You have answered that. I bear that because you have answered. Now your form is on. You're definitely bringing some trophy laurel soon. Okay,
I
Rashid.
can answer it again. I mean,
Okay,
if
okay,
she
you can.
wants to know, I can answer it
Okay,
again.
okay, you can.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so referring to that question, yes, I am currently number one in PGTI. It's mainly because I have got a lot more understanding of my own game and how to make myself better every day. And it's mainly because I don't have to hit the ball well every day. I just need to perform when the tournaments are there. So that's 4 days out of that week. I don't need to be hitting the ball well on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I just need to be performing on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And that I've given myself about 12 days out of the year. So ideally for me, I would like to win 3 events in a year. So out of 12 days, out of 365 days, I need to be performing my best on 12 days.
Okay.
Now, these
Okay.
12 days, I am slowly getting to a point where I can sort of peak at the time I want and take it easy at the rest of the time. Now, so far, it's happened that PGTI events have been on those weeks. So, I guess I ended up winning them. But it's a little bit of trial and error, and sooner or later, I'll get the combination right. So, it won't be too long till I win an ADT or an Asian Tour, or a European Tour, or a PGA Tour.
I know it. Yeah, thank you very much. Udayan, if you allow me to read some more comments, like Mr. Jagabandhu Roy says, where are you based in India? How many years in golf? How many times in Bangladesh?
I am based in Pune currently. I used to be in Bangalore and Ahmedabad, but right now I'm based in Pune because my mom and dad live there. I went back to Pune because I had no life in Ahmedabad. I had no friends. It was only golf, 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 and I was getting very, very irritated just playing golf. Like I needed to do something else other than just golf. And Rasha will agree with me on this. When there's too
I
much
will.
golf, you start
I can't.
demanding too much from
You
yourself.
start demanding it.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, the more
Exactly. You
you
start.
practice and the more you play, it's like, getting so much of knowledge also is bad for you.
Okay.
The
Okay.
golf
Then
is all
another.
about fun.
Okay. Okay. Another comments on the screen is for Udayan Mane. That is, Mane. He says that it was a great experience watching you and Adil playing in Bengal Open recently. What was going on in your mind? What could be your advice for juniors?
What was going on my mind? On my mind, I just wanted to hit the shot that I needed to hit to get the win. He happened to be in a position where he would make the putt before me, so I was always trying to catch up to him. And after the third or fourth playoff hole, I was just very tired. I wasn't making the same swings as I was during the regulation play. And even though I somehow managed to get it around the green or on the green, he happened to just hit a brilliant chip. And that's one of those shots where you don't mind losing to, as far as you haven't made a mistake to give it to him. He went out there and he got it. And I know what he's talking about. Like, I know what I'm saying because I have been in playoffs before and I have gone and got it. Like, I have gone and won it for myself. Nobody's handed it to me. And so I was fine with that. Like, I put out my best, but I was just really, really tired by the sixth playoff hole and I just wasn't able to make the same swings that I normally do. And my advice for juniors would be, it's the same thing, honestly. One is stay in school, and two is develop a mindset for competition golf as fun. If you develop a mindset where competition or tournament golf is fun for you, you will always play your best golf, and you won't be so hard on yourself if you shoot a bad number or a bad number according to you. So I
Okay.
think it's important to develop a mindset where you go out in tournament golf to have fun and to compete because that's what you love doing.
Okay, let me bring again Rashid Khan then. You stand by kindly. So the last question, before I ask the question for Rashid Khan, the last question was made by Mr. Pramit Maithi. He is from Portage, Calcutta, a renowned academy by Indrajit Bhalotia. So
Okay.
question for Rashid Khan. Rashid, what is your problem? What was your problem with Major Bedi in Delhi Golf Club? Let me read other questions also, then you can answer together. JP says, wow, And then Jagabandhu says, how many years, you already answered? No, how many times you are in Bangladesh? And how do you like, what you like most in Bangladesh? So you can answer these three questions together.
I think the first I went to Bangladesh was around, I'll say 2007 or 8. And I have been almost going there continuously. I'll say maybe I have been there to around 8 or 10 times. And how many? What do you like in most
What do you
Bangladesh?
like in
I
Bangladesh?
love the traffic in Bangladesh. I've never traveled there except the golf course and my hotel. But once I had an experience of a traffic, which made me like okay sleep for an hour or two. That doesn't matter. The golf course is 5 kilometers, so that was fun when I went there first time. And otherwise, I think I love the food. I mean, I love eating, different kind of food and flavor. So I really love that there.
Okay, let me here. It brings me another question for you. Like in 2010, I saw you. 2010, you played subs games here in Bangladesh, Kumitula.
Shark Games, I think, yeah, Shark Games, yeah.
Yeah, with Chika, you and other
Yes,
two.
me, Chika, Rahul Bajaj, and Ashbir
Okay,
Singh Saini was in
okay.
the
And
group.
our side it was Dulal, then Jamal, Suhel, and another
Yeah,
guy. So they
yeah.
own the gold medal, and you own the silver
They won
medal.
the gold medal. We, I think, won
Yeah. Then
silver. Yeah, correct.
okay, so after that you went to Asian Tour, and I can say that you're in better position now in professional golf. And our Jamal and Suhail, they are still in PGTI or in BPGA level. What do you think?
Yeah,
Why this difference has been there?
I think I have played with Jamal, Dulal, and everyone. They have the potential to go ahead, but like how I said, it's all about supporting the player also. I don't know if they're getting that much support where they can go for a Q school, try and make their Asian tour card, or even if they're getting into a country spot, because like some of the countries have few spots and you have to go for a Q school. So I think they more need to try there first, and once they make a card, it will be a really good opportunity for them to perform on a higher level. So once you do that, and when you come back and play PGTI event, or a little any other event, you feel that you have a confidence because you played and with against the player who's European tour player, or he's won a Asian tour tournament also before. So you get more experience and exposure. Like that's what my thinking is. I mean, to play against the best and try beating them. So I think that gives you the more competitive golf and confidence over golf. So I think that's the more important thing about this. So you
Okay,
have to support your player.
okay. Let me bring some comments for you now. Audience comment. Mr. Badal Hussain, he is a PGTA player, now number one from
Yeah, I
Bangladesh.
know
Right?
Badal. I know Badal.
Badal,
I
yeah.
know Badal.
So he has asked a question to you: how to improve scores? How to improve score?
Score. Okay, this is something like suppose you have to practice hard. You have to try everything what is possible when you are on the range. But when you are on the golf course, it's the still remain the same. You have to be there. I mean, give yourself a more chances, and that's it. Just reduce your mistakes. Suppose like when I was junior, I used to write a diary where even I and because I remember I finished second on junior tournament with the score of 56 over. And the person who won was, I think, around 20 or 25 over. So I lost by some 30 short. So, that's where I started writing a book when I was junior. Okay, I made a double bogey, but that should have been a bogey. So first you have to start reducing your, mistakes on the golf course. Suppose if you make two birdies, that's your average. Just try and be like, okay, I don't have to make any mistakes because I know my game. I'm gonna have two birdies on the golf course. No matter it comes on 17th or 18th, that doesn't matter. So
Okay,
first you have to start reducing your mistakes on the golf course, and that's where you're gonna start scoring well.
okay. Now another guy has Sagma. Mr. Sagma has asked to all. I was using a picture of Ronnie McIlroy in Facebook without knowing, just for fun. some agent of him called me and asked me not to use his picture. He told me as per golf player appearance right, none can use his picture. He treated me otherwise he'll sue me. What is the golf rule? I think I can also add here, like as a rules official.
I don't think I can say, yeah, I think because I mean that's someone's personal picture, and I think you need some rights of using it. So that
He
is
cannot
something
use
which a law person can only tell.
those players has got appearance right or media right. You cannot
Yes,
use their picture
right.
in your
Yeah, I
profile
think,
without their permission.
yeah,
So that is a part of little bit of golf rule and
that
also
is, yeah.
all sports. Yeah. Okay.
There's no golf rule in that. I mean,
No rule. I
if
mean,
you want to, yeah,
it's not part of book, but it is
no,
a part of maybe code of
it's against
conduct.
the law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rashid, what is your biggest? You have answered that. Rashid, you can call. You answered that.
My what?
You answered that. You angry boy. You have answered that. Now you're not anymore angry boy. So JP Sharma said
Okay.
advice for juniors was nice. I think that was by Udayan Mane. Okay. Who is your sponsor? Last question for you.
For me right now,
Rashid. Yeah.
I don't have any sponsor. That's what I'm saying. I would have gone more ahead, but last 10 years when I played on professional tour, I have never had a sponsorship. I just made money on PGTI, which I spend on nation tour, like till now. That's what I was doing it because sometimes it gives you a more confidence also. Like when you don't have any sponsor, you have to work hard, and that's what I was doing it. Just but the thing is just to go on a higher level, I need something like that, which can give me a back support. Okay, it doesn't matter if you played bad on one tournament. You know, there is something which financially you can help. So I think that was the reason. Otherwise, I don't have any sponsorship on till now. I mean, last 10 years I played like that only.
Okay, let me bring this time Mr. Udayan Mane. For the last time, we are towards the end of our show. Mr. Udayan Mane, now tell us something about your career. You said you are in better form now. So from here, what is your goal to reach in career of golf? What is your goal?
Well, honestly, the goals remain the same for me. My immediate goal is to get inside the top 150 and then 100 and then top 50 in the world. It really doesn't matter which tournaments and how many tournaments I win because that's my ultimate goal. In the near future, it's to get on the Indian team for the Olympics and play with the big guns of world golf and try and take them down or try and actually take the golf course down more than take anyone else down. And I have goals for my swing. I have goals for my fitness. I have goals for my personal life. So all these tie in to make my golf or professional life better.
Okay, JP, that's why I say that you have lost weight and also you are coolest guy among in the PGA Tour. Is it correct? You're not coolest guy.
Just ask JP how much weight he lost on this program.
Yeah, otherwise, you're the cool. You're one of the coolest guy, Mane. So thank you very much for your point. Now let me bring also Mr. Rashid Khan. Can you tell us your goal? He said nicely.
The goal is, first to get a medal for country. That is more important for me right now. And after that, I don't make such plans. Like suppose I would really love to, like what Udyan said, improve my world ranking. To be there and see your name in the middle of like anyone. It doesn't matter. Even if you're ahead with the European Tour players, also it's fine. So I think that's my goal, and it doesn't matter if I'm playing on PGTI or a Asian Tour or European Tour or a PGA Tour. The tournaments are tournaments. I mean, I would love to play on my local tour, where I started playing, and
No,
that gives me a platform to go on
can
a
I
Asian
add
Tour.
a question here, Rashid, for you? As you're saying, PGTI
Yes.
tournament earlier this year only has earned the world ranking point. Now we can say this, but before that, I don't think that you would love to go outside than that of PGTI. Now, same world ranking point you're getting from here, so
Yeah.
this makes life easy for you.
No, that's that's yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you slowly improve. Like PGTI, where we had no world ranking points, but last year, we started getting that also. So that tour has given me a stage where just playing on a local tour and not having a any status on Asian tour, you can still make your world ranking points. And I did that. PGTI, like I'll say half of my points came from PGTI.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that gives me a motivation to be there. I mean, like I'll say like 3 years back, I had no idea about the world ranking points. I had
Okay.
no idea
So
about that. Like that's the reason I think I wasn't focusing on that. So once you see the goal,
yeah,
okay, you have to get a world ranking points. You'll do whatever you have to do on the golf course, and I really enjoy doing that.
I think the Jimmy Cushing was still now the highest ranking player in India who went below
Yeah,
40, and
I
then
think he was
Onimal Lahiri
34th or yeah, 34th. I think
and
34th.
20th.
Onimal Lahiri around
20th.
around 50. Onimal Lahiri. So you also want to go there, as you said. I wish that you will go there one day, both
Yeah,
of you,
I
both of
would.
you.
Yeah, I want my. I just want to see when you're opening the world ranking points. I just want to see my name on the first page. I don't want to scroll down.
That's
That's
great.
that's why what
Okay.
I want to do.
Okay, so for the last time, Mane and both of you, I go with Mane now. Mane, your advice for the juniors, for Bangladeshi golfers, those who are watching, number of audience today is watching online live, both of you. So, as the biggest gun of Indian golf, please tell something so that our junior golfers are benefited. Mane.
I think what I said about juniors trying to enjoy the game and be a little more, um, how do I
Creative,
put
I'll
it,
say.
like fun while playing tournament golf. I think that's a big pressure off of their shoulders because now they're concentrating on putting the ball in the hole and not making their parents proud.
Okay. Rashid Khan, as a senior
And
player here. Okay, thank you. Rashid Khan, let me bring Rashid Khan and if I time allow. Okay. Rashid Khan, as a senior player here, and you are also, I see my son, Nafi, also is a very fan of you. So always kept telling me, Nafi, Mahi, both.
Yeah, I know.
So,
You told me.
okay. So tell me why you're so popular in Bangladesh and for these young guys, what they should do to develop their golf.
What is what? I didn't understand because the voice is cutting.
Okay. What these
Hello.
junior players should do for
The voice.
developing.
Okay, for the juniors, I think the first I'll say keep your parents away from the golf course. I mean, don't bring them to the golf course at all, because you know when when you are junior and the parents are behind you and they are seeing your shot, you get into that under pressure where you don't want them, but you can't tell them, okay, mom or a dad, anyone, just be away from me, let me practice. That is something when I was playing junior golf, the parents were allowed on the golf course, but slowly they started banning them not to go on the golf course, just to stay at the clubhouse and do whatever you want. So that's the biggest thing which we had. And right now also, I don't know if it's happening, but keeping your parents away from the golf course and when you're practicing, because practice way you want to have fun. And when you start doing that, try doing that on golf course also, because you have to be creative on the golf course. You need to see every shot and produce that. But that comes on a practice range. So practice hard and have fun on the golf course.
Okay.
There's nothing else and no funda to play well.
Okay. Lastly, last question. I missed a comment of an audience for Mane. They want to know how many trophy you own in Bangladesh. You own many tournaments in Bangladesh. I so far I know one.
yeah, I won only one, the BTI Open in 2017, played in February. That I think it was my second time playing Gurmitola. I played it the first time as an amateur with Mr. Karan Tonk, which he won as an amateur. The Amateur Open in Bangladesh in Kurmitola, and then I won it in 2017 as a professional playing a professional event. And Yeah, I've won only once over there in 2017. That's it.
Okay, okay. So last point from Rashid, as senior, if you can tell something about this show, talking to you, how do you feel about golf Bangladesh, golf India, how it is going? Last, I
It's
mean,
really
comments.
good. I mean, I'll say I have played with everyone who's from Bangladesh, like Jamal, Dulal, Sayyum, and there is other professionals. They have the potential. I mean, there is no deny. I have played with Jamal a lot of time, I'll say, and it's just all about how you're thinking on the golf course. Is it, are you taking a pressure to play well, or to score well? It's not gonna help. I mean, the more you think about golf, the more you put yourself into a situation where you're gonna start depressing yourself, like like which were going through which I was going through in 2018. I was collecting all the information. Oh shit, I made a I hit a duck hook on the first tee and it went left. Oh, why did I hit a duck hook? I know the answer already, but I don't want to talk about that. So what I realized, I was like, okay, once I leave the golf course, I'm not gonna talk about golf at all. And the person who start talking about the golf outside the golf course, I don't sit with them. So I think you have to forget what happened on the golf course and start fresh on the next day. And
Okay,
that is what they have to do. You don't have to sit in the room and talk about shit, man, I made a double bogey there. Okay, you made it. It's done. You can't change it. You just have to be focused for the next tournament. Okay, I don't have to repeat that mistake. That's it. Once you do start doing that, you're gonna start improving yourself, and once you start improving yourself, you're gonna think better on the golf course. So
okay,
around, what happens around, it comes around. So when you're fresh on the in your room, chilling with your friends, playing some other golf, your mind is away from the golf.
okay. Thank you very
I'd
much,
just like
gentlemen.
to add one
Okay,
thing
please.
to what Rashid said about the Bangladeshi golfers.
Okay,
We know they have potential. We know they play really well. But if they can, and they're tigers on Kurmitola, and this is no disrespect to them.
They are.
They're Tiger
Yeah,
Woods
there's
on
no doubt on
Kurmitola.
that.
So if they play any other course, they will be out of their comfort zone, which will make them work harder
Yeah.
and therefore get better. So
yes,
I
very
think
good one.
Bangladeshi golfers, yes, like Rashid said, need more support to get outside their comfort zone, outside Bangladesh, and play wherever they get chance to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Thank
So
you
I
very much
think
for
that
your
will increase their
That will
how do I
help
say
them.
this?
So,
chance of success. Yeah,
It'll increase their knowledge of the game. It'll increase their
yeah, their knowledge
playability
of the
of the
golf,
game.
they
okay, okay, gentlemen. Excellent point you brought out. Thank you, both of you, for your wonderful
no
knowledge
problem.
sharing with
Thank you
us
so
and
much.
wonderful thoughts. Thank you very much to give me time, spare your valuable time.
Thank you so
So,
much. No
Rashid
Most
Khan,
problem.
once
welcome.
again,
Most
I am
welcome.
obliged. Once again, I am obliged to the money, both of you. Thank you.